I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on, bring it on. What I say, better watch what I do. Better you the one that I'm here against you. If you ever doubted me, you don't have a clue. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Rope Break. I am the beast from the Northeast, Prince Pretty, right?
And the Tuesday Night Delight.
Tuesday Night Delight.
And the Mayor of Cuteville.
The Mayor of Cuteville. I like it all. And I'm alongside Eric Bannock, like always. You gonna say hi or anything?
I just did. I called you the Mayor of Cuteville.
Yeah, but you didn't say hi to everyone. Everyone wants to know how you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. How are you? Getting lots of comments and lots of views, right?
Yeah, like always, right?
Yeah. How's our Daniel Bryan DVD thing going?
Not going so great.
No one's retweeted and followed and all that?
No one's retweeted yet, so we're going to keep it going until we get
Can we get one? I'm just gonna make a fake. I'm gonna make a fake account and do it.
Just so you get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Hopefully things get better for us. So this week is going to be fun. We have a lot of different kind of topics. Some stuff you know about that I've told you that we're going to talk about. Some stuff I'm just going to throw at you.
Yay.
Yeah. So.
But we're live.
We're going to have to do that again. I just fucked this up. Oh, no one is even going to understand what that even is.
Nobody's listening.
All right, so we're going to get right into it this week. We're going to talk about things like WWE's fascination of actually finding something that works, and then they make it not even exciting anymore. We're also going to talk about the state of NXT, talk about weekly NXT, which, again, was a disappointment. Talk about a little bit about Ring of Honor. They had a really big show this past weekend, so actually it was last Friday. So we're gonna go over that, and we're gonna talk a little bit about a topic that Eric actually wanted to talk about this week, and that was us coming up with a dream. We agreed to top 10 house guests for the next season's Legends House. I made it 12 because I couldn't come up with just 10. There was like 2 more that I just needed to have in there. So we're going to get into that as well.
It's okay. I only came up with like 3, so we're
Did
good.
You really?
Yeah.
This was your idea.
I know, but I didn't write anything down.
What were you doing since you got home?
Normal human being stuff, unlike you.
Fair enough. All right, well, I'm going to give you some time to come up with some stuff, because we're not going to do it right now.
Awesome, dude. Awesome,
yeah. First thing we're going to talk about is I go on my break at work today, and I go on to WWE.com, and because I didn't.
Who goes to that anymore?
Yeah, I know. I didn't actually watch Raw last night. It's on in the background while we're doing this right now. But I see that there's going to be now the 3rd match between Cena and Owens, and then most wrestling fans will be like, "Oh, that's awesome! We're going to have another Owens Cena match." The cynical WWE hating person I am does not feel that way. I feel that this is just another way of them actually finding something that has gotten like great reaction and has been a shining star of the WWE in the last couple months, and they just want to just keep milking the teat. Just keep milking the teat as much as they possibly can with this and not actually building this up now for a bigger match. Like if we're going to do this like 4 months in a row, what's the special attraction in that? You know?
Yeah, it seems like they're like fascinated with these 3-match feuds now, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so like
it's
they
just
did
like
the same thing with stuff. Yeah, exactly. So
which I guess we can't complain too much because a lot of times we say, why don't they develop feuds? Why is it just going from 1 month to another feud another month and so on? And this they've actually taken some time, but it's like now it's like for a company that loves to talk about special attractions, you love to build people like Sting and Lesnar, and those kind of people as special attractions, and you don't want to see them every week. First of all, yeah, we do. But for a company that wants to build stuff like that up, and then they do this with this match, to me, it just makes no sense. Like, this match is not, like, yeah, they're putting out amazing matches, and that's awesome. But it's like, unless you're going to set up, like, a best-of-7 kind of series or something, then this means nothing to me, that just having the same match over and over again. It starts to not be that special attraction. I can understand them going past that first month with Cena and Owens, but now doing this 3 months in a row, now it's like, well, what's the point?
I mean, it's not even really 3 months in a row. It's a month and a half.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, I mean, I don't know. To me, I feel it's just them actually finding something that they're doing well, and they're just going with it, and it's just, I don't know. To me, it just feels tainted to me.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think it's more of a way to finally get the U.S. title off of John.
Yeah, and I saw
and moving on from it, and then getting John back into the title picture, because honestly, if Brock beats Seth, who's going to beat Brock? Well, Super Cena is probably the only one that could do it, and obviously he's lost twice now.
If Brock beats Seth, we're in for some trouble.
Yeah, I don't know who is going to win the title. What are they going to do? Have Sheamus versus Brock, and Sheamus beat him?
Oh my gosh! Don't.
So
the thought of that makes me sick.
Yeah, I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But for Cena and Owens, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's getting like, okay, I've seen this twice now in a month. And I think this is just a way for them to pretty much get the title, U.S. title, on someone up and coming that deserves it. And
well, why don't you build this up? Why don't you take a month off and literally build this up?
Because of the WWE. Because this is the WWE. Yeah, they do this a lot, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, at some point, there's got to be someone that's able to be in these like writer meetings, and then just like slaps these guys in the face, or like just stops telling Vince yes to everything.
Jimmy Jacobs, he's talking to you.
Yeah, Jimmy, do something. I don't know you personally, but damn it, Jimmy, do something. All right. I can go on to that forever, just me talking about what they do wrong. Okay, so this week, Bleacher Report reported that Dolph Ziggler was heavily rumored to not re-sign with WWE. His contract's expiring in a couple months, and he kind of gave them an ultimatum, apparently. Ultimatum may be a harsh word, but he kind of told them, unless a big push isn't happening in the next couple of months, he has no problem whatsoever just not re-signing with them. My first reaction to this is awesome, because he deserves better. My next reaction is, well, where the fuck are you gonna go? Like,
well, he does other things. He does comedy shows and some other things.
That's all good and dandy. He's a wrestler.
I understand that, but he can do a lot more. I mean, he could, him and Tyler Breeze could go model together.
I get it, but it's like that's like something that like a guy like him would do, just in his off time. Like,
yeah, but if you ever see the way he wrestles and just takes bumps and stuff, like, that dude's got to be beat up. He probably needs like a year off.
Well, I agree. Maybe not a year, but like taking like 3 months to even 6 months off would do the body great. But it's like, before you had TNA, there was Promise, where it is that alternative. It's not that anymore. It's nothing. I mean, and you're not going to go to Ring of Honor. I mean, he might do a couple Ring of Honor shows, and you know what? That crowd would actually give him a good reception, I feel. But I mean, what's he going to do? Go to HOH with Dreamer? Like, is he going to show up in AIW with his brother?
He's going to be the main star of Global Force, buddy.
Yeah, Global Force. No, that's another thing. What the hell is up with these wrestling companies coming up with the dumbest names ever?
Sorry, Jeff Jarrett. This isn't the views of everybody on this podcast.
Oh, come on. You're telling me that, first of all, TNA was a good name. Total Nonstop Action is a good name for a wrestling company. No.
I liked NWA TNA better.
Well, NWA, yeah. I mean, WCW, great name. WWF, great name. WWE is a good name. I mean, as much as I hate entertainment, being part of it, that's a great name. And ECW, great name. It's like, there needs to be wrestling. It needs to feel like an actual wrestling. I mean, global is okay as a word, but it's like, I don't know, Global Force Wrestling, it just doesn't, I don't know.
What would you want them to be? DIC?
What's DIC? Besides, I know what you're trying to spell. So if you're gonna say it, you gotta come up with actual name.
What about like ICUP?
Oh man, you're a comedian today.
Hey guys, come down to DIC today.
Come see the DIC.
We got big DICs here today.
We got a big DIC event coming up. Just wait until you see it. But getting back on the topic with Dolph. Because...
topic.
Yeah, what a shocker. Realistically, what do you think Dolph will do? I mean, do you really think he'll actually step away from the WWE, or do you think he'll go away then come back, or what? Because he obviously isn't agreeing with Vince at all in the last couple of years. Something happened.
Yeah, but I think that's just how he's been used. That's why I hated having just this one world title, because you have all these other big superstars and these up and coming guys like Dolph's. I even fear for Kevin Owens. When would Kevin Owens even get a shot? Or, I mean, Roman hasn't even got a shot. Dean Ambrose has gotten a couple shots, but he's never won it. But then what happens when Cena gets done with his feud? Oh, well, what's Cena going to do? What's Randy Orton doing? Randy Orton hasn't held the title, since the initial title run. What are we going to do with Orton? There's just so many names. It's that's why I liked having the 2 world titles.
Yeah, and you know me, I have for years have told you that's a horrible idea. And I hate branded shows. I hated Raw vs. SmackDown. And I still do hate Raw vs. SmackDown. Now, on the other side, if you would do WWE Raw versus, I mean, they're not going to change SmackDown. Hell, I don't care. Put up WCW SmackDown. You have the company names of WCW and ECW. You might as well use them, especially if you are going to go back to the branded time.
Yeah, but they're not going to go back to that.
I know they're not going.
See, they did a lot of things wrong. In the beginning, yeah, they kept it with rosters about the same, but then you had random guys just showing up on both shows, and there wasn't any actual trading. I would have loved to seen it have a segment on random Raws and SmackDowns where the GMs are discussing a trade for talent.
I agree, especially with
football
being so big.
Yeah, or free agency or anything like that.
Everyone loves a draft. Every single time they announced a draft, people loved it. People watched it. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that again. To having two titles and having 2 brands.
They did so many dumb things with the draft, though.
Yeah.
That one time they had Cena was on Raw, then he got drafted to SmackDown, and then the last pick of the show he got drafted back to Raw. How stupid was that?
Yeah, I mean, and when they did do stuff, it was expected too. And then and sometimes the whole NWO get drafted was stupid to me as well.
Yeah, well, that's the internet community pretty much gets a list of who's getting drafted and stuff beforehand, and, it's all broken news. But
the internet community has really killed wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. For rumors and stuff, you can't read, I mean, a lot of sites do pretty good with, spoiler alerts now and stuff, but...
What I don't get, though, is how everything gets out. And who this Mets fan guy is on Reddit and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's your buddy.
That's my buddy. Yeah. So it's I don't know. I sometimes feel I don't know if it's if it's just that the internet has killed wrestling, or if it's that the writing is just so boring, predictable, and awful that it's just so easily assumed now.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah. All right. Did you watch Tough Enough special, like I told you to?
No, of course not.
Of course not. All right. Tough Enough is actually at least the Tough Enough like after show, or there's Miz is hosting some show.
It's I think it's the pre-show, which starts in a half hour, and then
Okay.
the actual show starts at 9.
Oh, okay. So it is starting
Saturday.
tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, watch the special, and then we can talk more about it. I did watch the special. I thought, production-wise, the show was awesome, like WWE does. I really love Tough Enough. I love the idea of Tough Enough. I just love the idea of an actual like pro wrestling winning a contract kind of ordeal. I watched this week, or I watched the special this week, and they went from the top 40 to the top 12 in like an hour. I think it was an hour-long special. What was unfortunate is there was one girl I really liked on the show, and she made it initially. Then she ended up getting cut for health reasons. So that kind of sucked. So there's really no girls that I'm really even excited at all to watch from this season. I think they're all in it for the wrong reasons. I think they're not attractive, really, to me. So so the WWE women are going to be as shitty as they are right now. So that's great. As far as guys go, there's a couple interesting guys that I'm excited to see. There's a guy that's like a bigger kind of dude that wrestles alligators. I think that's pretty cool. So we'll see what entails tonight. Definitely watch it tonight, and then we'll talk more about it next week.
You sound pretty excited about that guy.
I kind of am. I'm a big guy. We're both big guys. I like when like guys like Bray Wyatt and people like that can actually, or like Vader.
You sound like you're gonna be in the next movie with Brokeback Alligator Farm with this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sounding like it's Man Crush Monday.
Yeah.
Huh? No, that's not how I feel. But I do like huskier kind of guys in wrestling, because it's not something that's really there anymore. They've gotten to be just the. I don't know.
Just stop.
I'll just shut up. I can understand where I'm coming from. You know what? We watch guys in tights. It is what it is. How many gay jokes can we make?
I'm just teasing you.
We haven't even talked about Darren Young yet.
You have the nickname of Prince Pretty and the mayor of Cuteville.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of like it. All right, so watch the Tough Enough.
All right.
Watch it.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. You're getting caught up on NXT too, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next, let's talk about Ring of Honor.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Now, I was hesitant to doing this because neither of us paid the $39.99 to watch the show. So we're just going.
You told me 35.
Was it 35? It's either 35. Who cares? It's either 35 or $40. Are you paying 35 or $40 for Ring of Honor?
No, I'll pay $5.99 on the Ring of Honor network.
Yeah, well, you tell me when the Ring of Honor network begins. What sucks is there's even an AIW network, basically.
Yeah. All right, so are we going to read the results of the show, or are you just going to talk about certain matches, or what?
Well, what would you like to do?
You can. How about you just bring up the important matches, and we'll
Okay.
talk about them.
All right. Well, that was the main event, so we're not going to talk about that yet.
Well, obviously.
All right. Your boy Mark Briscoe.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You love Mark Briscoe, right?
Oh, no, it's like listening. I would rather listen to Festus when he was in WWE do a promo.
But he's them boys.
Yeah.
Ah.
I would rather listen to Jesse and Festus's Biscuits and Gravy theme song 24 hours straight than ever listen to that guy give a promo ever again.
All right. Well, he won. He won his match.
Awesome.
Truth.
Maybe we need Samoa Joe to give him a muscle buster and put him out for 16 months.
Is that how long kid's out for? Is 16 months?
That's what it said.
Damn. We'll talk about that here too. So he defeated House of Truth's Donovan Dijak. So that's, I mean, the thing with Briscoe is he's been pretty hot for, gosh, I want to say like a year and a half. Like both Briscoes have been.
I know a lot of people like them. You know, they're like, they're pretty much, they've been lifers in Ring of Honor pretty much?
Pretty much. They've been in there for a long time. If not, I mean, I don't think they've been there from day one. But
they're obviously fan favorites.
Oh, yeah. They're absolutely fan favorites. Now,
this is me talking because I've never watched before. I've only watched 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but his promos and the way he talks and just the way he sounds, it might be cool or whatever for, you know, the lifers that have watched them forever. I can't stand it. I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's a talented wrestler because I haven't seen him wrestle yet. I don't think he's wrestled on one of the actual.
He was in that tag match, the first match, wasn't he? That first show.
Maybe, I don't remember.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you really haven't seen much of him, but he is really good, especially as the Briscoes as a tag team. I mean, they've been like ROH fans foam at the mouth just talking about them, and they're always like, oh, I want them in WWE, but it's like, oh no, but they'll ruin them. So, but yeah, so he beat him. That's good for him. Decade with BJ Whitmer and Adam Page, which I fucking hate BJ Whitmer. I hate BJ so much. I think BJ is one of the most boring, non-talented pieces of shit in this business. I really do.
I love when the fans chanted "Shut Out Whitmer" the other day. That was great.
There's a shirt that actually says that too. I want to get that shirt, especially if he comes back to AIW. But they defeated.
He's wrestling on our show that we're going to.
Is he? Who's he wrestling? Do you know? Oh, he's wrestling Facade. Not Facade.
Vega.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a great match.
Yeah, just like the last one.
Yeah, that match was amazing.
Oh my god, I want
to.
I think the only thing I remember from that match is the one kid going, "Go Browns!"
Oh man, I don't even want to touch that because I'm going to hell. All right, so BJ and Adam Page, which I do like Adam Page. They beat Matt Sydal and ACH, which you saw. Did you watch that ACH match on last week's ROH?
Yes.
Okay, so that was probably a really good match. It's saying that the fans had a lot of hate for BJ, so good job ROH fans. I love to see that. War Machine was on the card.
Yeah.
They actually won again. They defeated the reformed Wrestle Factory, CNC Wrestle Factory, Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander, which we've seen Cedric before, and Cedric was on last week's show too.
Yeah, that's and he ended Moose's winning streak before the pay-per-view.
We're not going to get into it yet. Hold up.
But still,
I know.
That was so stupid.
I understand, and I agree to an extent. All right, so this is a match I would actually really like to see. More so probably than the champion versus champion main event. I mean, I would like to see that as well, but this match actually excites me more. And that was the number one contendership match with Roderick Strong, Moose, and Michael Elgin. Roderick Strong won, which I kind of predicted, but I was hoping Elgin was going to win.
I figured Moose was going to win.
Well,
but then he lost on a random Ring of Honor. I'm like, when did Vince Russo sneak in here and start booking for Ring of Honor? Like, why didn't you just bring out the stun gun and have Scott Hall tase him? And
Scott Hall would have made the show, bro. He would have been too drunk. He's already drunk again.
Let's have his kid roll out there then.
Little Cody Hall.
Yeah, but okay. Before we talk about the match, because I'm sure it was a really, really good match.
Yeah.
Like, just how like, I figured that Moose, he was either going to win this match, or he would have been the guy who lost this match but didn't get pinned, and his record would still be intact, as no losses.
Yeah.
And now they completely killed that, and now he's lost pretty much 2 matches in a row. I don't remember if he was the one who got pinned or not. You can tell me that.
Doesn't say.
Okay.
Just as he defeated Moose and Elgin.
Okay,
oh, never
so
mind.
we don't
Say, I'm sorry. Yeah. Moose got pinned.
So he's gotten 2 pinfalls
In the matter of a week. In the matter of like 3 days, technically.
Yeah. Actually 2 days.
Yeah.
Because one happened on Thursday and then the big show happened on Friday. When you had this guy, pretty much was probably one of the hottest guys in indie wrestling right now. The fans are behind him. They got the whole chant down in his little fist pump thing that he does, and they had it all set up, and he loses. And
you know what Moose
lost,
looks like?
Like a bigger version of Monty Brown?
No, he looks like Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, he does.
I think that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a super talented wrestler. He's just a really tall, athletic former football player.
I mean,
that
I really like
is
Cedric
just
Alexander. I actually wish Cedric was. I wish that match, if Cedric won, he was actually added to this match instead. I would have rather seen Cedric in that match.
Yeah, the thing with Cedric is super talented wrestler. He's just really fucking short.
He's really short, and what's funny is he's pudgy.
But I don't think that's pudgy. I think that's like the Big E Langston, where he's just so fucking built.
Yeah,
he looks
maybe you're right. I just remember about a year ago, I think it was like a year and a half ago, I was watching a YouTube video of, you know what, as funny as this might be, it might have actually been with Buff Bagwell. And they were
Buff Daddy.
Yeah, and they were at like a Legends of Wrestling convention. And they were asked.
Oh, they weren't at Chippendales.
They weren't at Chippendales. No. This was actually this was right at the time though where it got out that like he was like a male escort again, and like he was like one of the top people requested. But anyways, the guy interviewing him was asking him who he thought was the next big up and comer on the indie scene that maybe people didn't know about, and he actually mentioned Cedric. And then so after that, I looked at some stuff of Cedric Alexander's, and I was like, you know what, this guy can go. So every time I see him, he doesn't really disappoint. So I don't know. I have a liking for him. But yeah. It seemed like that was a really good match. It also, let's make note that it seems like Veda Scott was not happy with Moose. I guess he did the code of honor, which he should have done.
Oh yeah.
And then and actually. He was attacked from behind by Cedric Alexander.
So maybe they're setting up an Alexander and Moose feud, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be great, especially like him being the one that ended the streak and then attacking after the match. So that's cool. All right, so moving on. The Bullet Club was in action. AJ Styles and the Young Bucks. Which, how great of a team is that? AJ Styles and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like I know it's hard to compare them as like a really great stable of the Bullet Club in general, but on the indie scene, that's a really good team. And then they defeated the Kingdom of Adam Cole, Matt Taven, and Michael Bennett. And your girl Maria was out there too.
Yeah.
Styles defeated Cole with the Styles Clash. It says another classic between these two, so definitely a match that I would want to see. I mean, I was hoping this show was going to be around the $20.
Yeah.
Because I really did want to see the show. It's just $35 right now for Ring of Honor. I can't justify it, honestly.
Yeah, I would have probably split it with you and paid $10.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was 30, we could probably have split it or something like that. I mean, there is some good matches on here, so maybe I'm just being a douchebag. I don't know, whatever. The next match was The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie, which we love, and they were victorious over Red Dragon. Looks like they went all out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Daniels and Kazarian, like, that is the best tag team in wrestling to me.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Sabin returned too, so that's cool.
Yeah, I think he's with Daniels and Kazarian.
He is. Yeah, so he's the one that cost the Red Dragons, because it looks like they were actually they were about to win, and then Sabin returned.
Nice.
So I'm sure that was a great match. I mean, Daniels and Kazarian, like you just said, that's easily one of the greatest in-ring, on the mic, overall most talented tag teams in the world today.
Yes, definitely.
And then we ended the show with champion versus champion. You know who won this match, right?
Yes.
Is that who you expected to win the match?
To be honest, I didn't know enough about it. So, just because TV didn't do shit for it.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. I mean, and you know what? I think that's kind of my reasoning. I'm not justifying paying the money for it. I mean, I know Ring of Honor just got on TV.
They didn't make me care enough.
No, they just got on TV. I get that, but at the same time, when you do get on TV, and you get on TV a month before a really big show, do something.
Yeah, like promote the event. They didn't even really promote it.
Yeah, I mean, all we knew about was Jay Lethal versus Briscoe. That's all we knew about.
Yeah, and I didn't know the lead up to it of how this match came about or anything like that. Yeah. They didn't make me care about it.
A contract signing is not going to make you pay $35 for this. I'm sorry.
Well, unless it's Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins. Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
But this. I don't know. This Thursday is really a big TV show for Ring of Honor. They need to steer the ship the right way now and let everybody know, hey, this is what happened at Ring of Honor, best in the world. This is what happened, blah blah blah. And now we're into the next month. Here's our feuds. Here's this. Here's that. Let's go.
Yeah.
They need to really do something this week for their TV.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's recorded, when do they even record their shows?
Well, they just recorded Joe's match a couple days ago. So they're going, I don't typically it's a couple weeks ahead or a week or two. But,
so it's like NXT.
Yeah, it's like NXT. But reading the results, it sounded like this match, Jay Lethal did win. And he actually, which is huge in the ROH world, because this actually ends the streak of, I believe, about 2 years of Briscoe not getting pinned. So this is a huge moment, and the results are actually saying that this match is an instant classic. So I would recommend.
I would like to see it.
I would like there to be a thing where I could. I mean, I'll probably end up buying the show at some point. I don't know if you bought the show and it was really awesome. Tweeted us or something. Let us know how good it was.
Yeah, because I seen the fans were chanting, "You deserve it," at him after he won, because he was pretty emotional after the win.
Okay, yeah, I bet he was. Jay Lethal's road back to ROH has been pretty bad, and that's all to blame to Dixie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Dixie is one of the worst things that ever happened to professional wrestling. She is one of the dumbest pieces of crap in the business. She has no idea what she's doing. She spends money worse than Eric Bischoff.
And they don't really have money to begin with.
Yeah. I mean,
her daddy does.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I don't know. All right. Do you want to talk about the weekly show of ROH?
Well, we kind of did pretty much.
Yeah, we kind of did. What was the highlight of this week's Ring of Honor to you? Did you was it getting better?
The TV show or the pay-per-view?
No, the TV show.
It was really the same to me, to be honest.
So they didn't improve to you?
I'm really looking forward to this week's to see if they even mention what happened at the pay-per-view or anything, because if they don't, I'm going to lose interest quickly.
Yeah. I feel like it got better.
Like, I really want a new wrestling program to watch. And I'm like, I was like super excited. Like, all right, Ring of Honor's going to be on. They got good wrestling. It's going to be something new, something better. A lot of guys that I haven't seen before. I was really excited to watch it. And so far, it's just been a huge disappointment. Like, nothing short of Don West coming back would save this company.
Well, that can't happen.
I know.
He got signed this week.
He's back, Jack.
The boys are back.
The gang is back.
The gang is back.
Hey, gang.
Hey,
let's buy my Barry Bonds rookie card.
Oh.
It's the greatest thing ever, gang. You're not going to get a better deal than this right here, right now, 3 a.m. on QVC or whatever the hell they were on.
Yeah, they were on some makeshift QVC network.
Wasn't it Home Shopping Network or something?
Yeah, something like that. My opinion on Ring of Honor is that it's, like you said, it is that other company.
Can I ask you one serious question?
Is it really a serious question because you're laughing? So I don't know how serious this is going to be.
How much coke do you think he snorted while doing those 3 a.m. shows?
Sadly, this is kind of a serious question.
Because he was so fucking hyped up.
No one is that hyped. Not even Mojo Rawley's that hyped.
I would have loved to seen Don West and Billy Mays do baseball cards this morning. Those two would have been so hyped.
What kind of damage those two would have done with drugs and strippers? Oh my gosh. Those two would party.
Don West, we actually do like you. We're actually big fans.
I have met Don West. I have shook Don West's hand, and I have told him, Don West, you are the man. I do love Don West, honestly.
We used to watch your baseball cards.
Oh my gosh, it was the greatest thing ever. Staying up all night, and then I ordered cases of cards 3 times on Don West's show, and he got the same thing over and over again. I was supposed to get something different. They said you never get the same thing. If you return it and got something new. I did it 3 times and got the same damn thing. I ended up paying $60 to Home Shopping Network just to return my cards that I kept having to get back. And I don't even have any cards of them.
They were so big during the Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa days. They were selling their rookie cards, and that was the big thing.
Oh yeah, and they put A-Rods and Jeter rookie cards up there and stuff.
Yep. All right, we're way off topic.
This podcast is not even about wrestling anymore. It's turned into our other love of sports cards.
We're on the crazy train right now.
All right. We're gonna get off Ring of Honor, but what I just want to say real quick is I feel Ring of Honor is that alternative. I feel though they are not committed to changing things that has prevented them from going to that next level. Whether that is their own, their own stubbornness of just wanting to be that kind of company, that indie kind of company that doesn't go up to the next level because it's corporate wrestling or whatever. But there is certain things you need to do. You need to learn from Paul Heyman. There is certain things that Ring of Honor can do to improve themselves. It starts with that announce team. Well, let's not lie. It goes into production. Production. Okay, I'll take that back. It doesn't really go into production because ECW did it and they were grittier than ROH. So production's not about it, but there needs to be more structure in that company, and there needs to be more character development. And it'll be great because when you bring in people from Japan and you have some of the top indie talent, and people love AJ Styles. You put AJ on there every other week, then you're golden. So.
Oh, yeah, and just a way better announce team. I would even pay Daniels and Kazarian extra money to be my announce team and wrestle.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's
Could you imagine Kazarian and Daniels as an announce team? How awesome would that be?
Oh, it would be amazing.
They would do circles around Kevin Kelly and
Absolutely.
Well, maybe they should put B.J. Whitmer on there.
Don't even start.
B.J. Whitmer and Sheamus is your announce team.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that will definitely ensure that I don't ever watch it.
That'll really put butts in the seats, as Tony Schiavone would say.
Oh man, I miss Tony Schiavone. I love.
He might make an appearance later.
Yeah, you might. Okay. All right, so getting off of that, we're going to talk about NXT Weekly this week. Did you watch this week, or are you still a little bit?
No,
you're still behind, right? All right. Yeah. Honestly, there's not too much to talk about. Just a couple things I want to bring up. The show started with Enzo and Big Cass and Carmella, and they fought Blake Murphy and Alexa Bliss. Enzo and Big Cass
Murphy and the other dude bore the shit out of me.
Blake and Murphy bore you?
Oh my god, they're terrible.
See, I don't think they're terrible, but I want to say this real quick. Enzo and Cass are so freaking ready to be on the main roster. They officially can't do anything more in NXT. They are higher than these titles, so they don't even need these titles. Them not having titles mean nothing.
The one thing about Enzo and Cass that I hope doesn't happen to them is I don't want to see them break up.
No, not at all.
Like, ever. But, like, I'm sure eventually, like, in 3 months, they'll break up as soon as WWE brings them in.
Well, here's the thing, is Enzo isn't that talented in the ring. Big Cass, doesn't have the mic skills. But Enzo's mic skills is of a top elite manager. So you got to keep those two together. I mean, even if Enzo's just his manager, I'm okay with that. Because Cass has the height, he has the look. I mean, he's got the swagger, I guess you could say. So, and
he can really hum a song.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. On the other side, I do like Blake and Murphy. I don't think they're as boring as you say. Are they really entertaining? No, but they're okay. Alexa added to them has made them so much better already.
You're biased.
I'm not biased. How am I biased?
Because you want to fuck Alexa Bliss.
No, not at all. Not at all. I have a fiance. Why would you say those things? I do think Alexa is probably the hottest girl in WWE. Easily.
I don't know. Blake and Murphy really just bore the shit out of me. They have the worst entrance in the history of entrances.
I don't mind that kind of dubstep entrance, actually. I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's fucking stupid.
All right.
They don't just have never done anything for me. I don't like them at all.
Okay. Yeah, and from the first moment I saw them, I kind of digged them. So I don't know. I just kind of give them a little bit of a break, and we'll see how they get developed. They do need to get developed. They can't just sit behind Alexa the whole time. I mean, she is.
I think they need to be future endeavored.
Nah, I don't think so.
And by the way, Tough Enough just actually starts today.
Oh, okay. Oh, what channel is it on? USA?
Yeah. So I hope you're recording it.
I'm not recording. It's what I got to do right now.
We'll edit this part out.
No, we don't need to edit it out.
Yeah, there ain't nobody fucking listening anyways, right?
Yeah, so we can do whatever the hell we want. This is our show, damn it.
You can't say damn it. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyways.
All right, so
can we get Bob Uecker on our podcast?
If you can get into contact with him, then
that'd be awesome.
Sure. All right.
He would be funny as hell on Legends House, by the way. I just thought of that.
Wait, so Tough Enough is gonna be, it's gonna be like in an arena?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. I'm watching right now, and it's like Hulk Hogan just came out, and it's like at an actual like show, like an actual arena.
They probably did it tonight.
Oh, because of the premiere?
Yeah, because they're doing SmackDown tapings, so I don't know, maybe.
All right, so back on to NXT.
It says it's live right now.
Yeah, it does say it's live. Charlotte wrestled. She defeated Cassie. Who cares? Samoa Joe versus Kevin Owens. That was the big deal for the night, and it was so stupid. Like it ended in a no contest. It was barely even a match. I mean, Joe has come on and said now that he wants a rematch with him and whatever. It's just like, why did you even have this match? Like, I don't understand. Is Kevin Owens in NXT or is he in WWE? Going back and forth and doing these matches with these people that you actually really want to see, but on different brands of like the developmental league versus the main roster, it makes no sense to me. I mean, if you're going to have this match for a 30-minute knockout match, and then that's it. Like,
they're doing.
Or you wait to have the title on the line. But this is stupid to me. This makes no sense.
Well, yeah, they're gonna do it. Like, have you heard the rumor of how he's gonna lose it?
No.
So the live Tokyo Japan show that they're doing, it'll be on at like 3 a.m. our time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be live on the It'll be live on the WWE network from Tokyo, but it'll be on at like 3 a.m.
With Finn.
Yeah, and
that's also right. They also did a thing with Finn of like a documentary of like a 10-minute documentary with Finn.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty much going to be the guy who beats Owens.
Yeah, I mean,
for the title.
I mean, you got to expect that.
Yeah, and so that'll be cool. But what do you do from there, though? Do you have Joe versus Finn, which will be an amazing matches? But
this actually gets to the next point that I'm having that I wanted to bring up, and that's that with all these promotions that are happening and injuries that keep happening, NXT is kind of in a state where they're not used to right now, and that's where they're not as
the
two shows that are that great anymore, and now you're kind of losing your real high profile talent through injuries and through promotions. Yeah,
two of your top stars are hurt. One of them is in WWE now, and you really only have Finn, Joe. I'm guessing Tyler Breeze you can put in there, and that's really it. I mean, you have Rhino. Rhino's pretty over right now in NXT, but that's just because of his name. And Rhino is really never. He might come up to the WWE roster, but he's not going to be world champion or, even United States or Intercontinental champion. He's just not.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you kind of have to go back to putting your effort into Tyler Breeze and bringing him back up there, as well as Solomon Crow, which you have not done a very good job whatsoever of highlighting.
Yeah, I just watched the show before the pay-per-view, and they had Baron Corbin destroy Solomon Crow.
I saw that too, and I was really pissed off about that. I was like, why would you do this?
Yeah, after he hadn't lost yet and had beat everybody pretty handedly so far.
Yeah. I mean,
don't feed Solomon Crow to Baron Corbin. No. Send out C.J. Parker's future endeavor to ask.
Yeah, really. Do it. Tell him, hey, you're coming back for one more match.
Yeah, or that Ty Dillinger.
He was probably still on the roster at that point.
Yeah, or that Ty Dillinger, who is fucking terrible. Send him out there to get fucking drilled.
Yeah. So that was NXT in a nutshell. It was again a disappointing show. I'm not. It's weird, but I was so extremely high on NXT, and now through things that have been happening, really, I gotta blame WWE because. But
I think this is why they did their tryout, and I think they realized that, and they're trying to get some new talent.
Yeah. Like
Gargano and whoever else.
And you know what?
I think
Johnny's signed. I think he is, just of things that he's been posting on Twitter. I mean, I hope he is. That would be awesome. I mean, it's going to suck to not be able to see him on a monthly basis.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's saving the official announcement until after the AIW show. I think
that's what's going to happen. So, I mean, if he does, then congrats, Johnny, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, NXT is kind of in that weird state of mind right now where it's not looked at as elite as it was. Like NXT was. It was giving you the good feels again as a pro wrestling fan, and now it's just kind of they're losing steam. So they now have to go back and they have to develop some people and get back up there. And I think WWE has now, I think they took advantage of how popular it got, and they took things away from it, and it made the WWE's main roster a little bit better, but it has extremely hurt the NXT roster.
Yeah.
And also injuries have happened. That's no one's fault, but that's just happened.
Well, I mean, Sammy's out for the rest of the year.
Yes.
And Tommy's probably out to the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's two of your... I'd say right now you have 4 main stars in NXT, and that counts Owens. You got Finn, Owens, Tommy, and Sammy. 2 of them are out for pretty much the rest of the year, and Owens just went up. You're
You
fucked.
know what? I kind of see Owens right now as LeBron James, where he went with the WWE, and now he's kind of just like in NXT as kind of just like helping them out, where he feels he's bigger than NXT.
Yeah.
Because it's not really he's not really holding the flag of NXT.
Yeah.
So, anyways, talking about injuries though, Tyson Kidd, an injury update came out like we talked about earlier, where he's out now. You said for 16 months.
Yeah, he's gonna have surgery this week.
That's horrible. Not just for Kidd, but for Cesaro, and it's like neither of those guys in their career can just catch a freaking break.
No, I mean, Kidd was out for a long time, over a year with a knee surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it just took him a long time to get back, and then WWE really didn't ever use him until NXT started up again on the network, and then he got on there and started making a really big name for himself again.
Yeah.
He was so frickin' just entertaining for me. And then this happened, and I was like, oh, you gotta be frickin' kidding me. And it sounds like he kind of has the same neck injury that Stone Cold and Edge have. So, I mean, if things are like that, I mean, this might even be the end of the road for Tyson Kidd. He might be done for his career.
That's where I feel it's at. I think it's at. Oh, awesome! I thought of the other thing that I want to talk about now.
Okay.
So that's awesome. Yeah, I think he's at the end of his end of the road. I thought even getting that last chance after the last injury was a surprise. So I think now, with especially with a neck injury, like you can deal with nagging leg injuries and surgeries and everything like that, even though it's such a big deal for professional wrestlers to feel confident with their legs because you're always on them. But when you're dealing with recouping your legs and also now you have an extremely serious back injury and neck injury, I think that's kind of a time where you have to just sit down and be like, what's the value of life for me? Like, am I literally going to kill myself in this ring, or am I going to just take what I've taken from the business? I'm sure they sign him on as a road agent, still get to be on the road with his wife and kind of just enjoy life with his wife. So,
well, he might not even do that. He might just stay at home with the cats all day.
You know what? He might not hate on that. He might actually love that. All right, so the next thing that I want to talk about, because I just thought about that, was Bret Hart. Bret Hart this week came out and I believe it was with Sports Illustrated. He had an interview that got published where he just flat out said Daniel Bryan will never wrestle again, which was something that we did. It doesn't necessarily come as a shock to us. We've already on this show talked about the extreme possibility of that happening, but I kind of just didn't really like the fact that Bret Hart is the one coming out and just saying this. Like, I feel
I think that's
Daniel
more.
Bryan.
I think Bret Hart is saying that's more speculation on his part, because obviously he doesn't talk to Daniel Bryan every day or anything like that. I think that's more of just speculation on Bret's part, but I also would never be surprised if that really was the end of Daniel's career.
Yeah. I don't know. Looking back, if this is the end of his career, how do you sum up his career? Is it a success, not a success?
Definitely success. I mean, he was pretty much the most over wrestler I've seen probably since the Rock Stone Cold era.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I love CM Punk, but I think he was more over than CM Punk was.
That's pretty big to say. I think CM Punk had the Summer of Punk Part 2, the Summer of Punk 1 being in Ring of Honor, and I don't know.
But nobody got crowd reactions like Daniel Bryan did.
Yeah, I mean with that yes chant and everything.
You haven't seen that since the Rock and Stone Cold eras.
Yeah.
I mean, you really haven't. And he won the WWE title. I mean, he didn't get to hold it very long, which sucked. But
it always felt like it was just not genuine. it was kind of like, this is what the fans want, and we're sick of hearing them, so here it is. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it never felt like they actually had that trust in him.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think that's more of them being heels on TV.
See, I don't think it's an on TV thing. I think it's a legit.
I could
feeling.
see your point. Yeah, I could see your point. I mean, that's probably pretty accurate. But you'll never know that unless you're like BFFs with Triple H and Vince and stuff.
Oh yeah, then I want to just kill myself.
Maybe you ask Mets fans. Send them a message.
Yeah. Mets fan would know. All right, you don't watch Lucha Underground, right?
No.
Okay.
I have not. I don't have the station.
Okay. Well, this week it was a real cool idea and unique. And I was thinking, has it been done before? It has been done before, but it hasn't been done in a while. So I just kind of wanted to get your idea on this idea. They had a night called All Night Long, and what that was, it was literally one match the whole night. And it was an Iron Man match between Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, and Prince Puma, who's the world champion. It was a really good match. It left me pissed off on who won, because I'm a huge Morrison fan, and I just thought it would be really cool to see him win it. How
long was the match?
Well, it's an hour-long show, and it went I think the ending tally was 6-5. Which was kind of dumb because Morrison at one point was up 5-1, and he still lost, or it was up 4-1, and then it went back and forth, and Alberto came in and kind of interfered with Mundo and everything. So it was a good match, but just the idea alone, do you like that where you have an hour long show and you have all these things that you can showcase, but instead you take that hour just to
see
showcase
when you brought this up to me, I thought this was an 8-hour match.
Oh no, it was just an hour. It's an hour long Iron Man match.
Oh, see, when you said it all night long, you made it seem like it was a 24-hour fucking match or something.
Well, they called it All Night Long. That's what they actually called it.
Oh, well, you made it seem like it was a 8-hour match or something, which would actually be kind of cool. But
I thought that'd be awesome if there was a 3-hour Iron Man match. I'd love that.
I'm sure somebody would die.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Someone would die.
Yeah, an 8-hour match.
Yeah. But let's say,
they'd have to do some
WWE won't
WWE. They'd have to do some WWE Money in the Bank stuff where you just lay on the outside for 13 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But do you like this idea or not? Or do you think it's just dumb and they should have had more showcase?
No, it's something different, something cool.
Yeah.
And you probably put two of your probably most talented wrestlers doing it, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, they did. So I don't know. I liked it. I didn't like the outcome.
I'd like to maybe see you could probably do Sheamus versus Big Show for an hour on Raw. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh gosh, don't even start.
Sheamus or Big Show versus Khali, Punjabi prison match, 3 hours, Monday Night Raw this week. Yeah. You in?
No, I'm not all in on that one.
You love the Punjabi prison. Are they gonna do a best of Punjabi prison match DVD?
Yeah. It'll be a 2-disc set. One match
it'll
per
be
disc.
It'll be a half disc set.
Yeah.
You don't even get a full disc.
They'll put it on VHS.
Yeah. It'll be one of those books, one of those flip books where you go through each picture and it's a different picture, if you roll your thumb through it real quick.
Yeah.
I forget what those are called.
The flip books?
Flip books, picture books, whatever. They need a WWE pop-up book. That stuff pops up at you.
Maybe they'll put a Punjabi prison match inside of a
my God
match.
I'm surprised they never made one of those for the little wrestling action figures.
Did.
They made a Punjabi
They do have a Punjabi prison.
I don't have
it, but they have it.
I've seen the Elimination Chamber one, and those things were $200.
Well, some of them are. I don't think they're as much now, but there's for a while
when it first came out,
versions that were they were scaled. And they were scaled down to what the legit
that one. It was
they had legit metal poles, and they had legit pads where you actually had styrofoam that you put into into the turnbuckle pads and everything, and you kind of hooked them with legit hooks and everything. Like it was pretty cool. If you're into that kind of thing, I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't collect wrestling figures. All right, so you wanted to talk about Chyna this week, right?
Not really, but yeah.
Not really, I know. I kind of was just like, well, we'll just do a follow-up.
I just thought it was funny that she was begging Triple H to like let her in the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah.
I guess she posted a video of it.
And she kind of, I mean, I saw earlier this week she kind of just wants to just bury the hatchet with Vince and Triple H. Which, I mean, the thing about the professional wrestling industry is there's always room for making up, no matter what. That's why it's like I truly believe CM Punk will be back with WWE in some way or form. I mean, everyone always returns. Warrior returned. Savage returned. I mean, Hogan is made up and broken up with Vince so many times you can't even name it anymore.
Yeah, it's like Big Show turning face heel.
Exactly. He just did it
like,
again.
Remember that the No DQ made the thing about it, and it was literally like 24 times.
Yeah. Every time I read something like that, like I feel like it's a joke when they say he turned into the match. Like there's no one that has turned face and heel more times than Big Show.
Yeah, that's funny.
But do you I don't know? Do you think?
I mean, she was one of the big reasons of the Attitude Era, and for women's wrestling, I mean, she was probably the best female they had there for a while. Like I wouldn't say she was definitely wasn't better than Trish and Lita, but
no, she was there. She was like the attraction of the women's division because she was big. She was the muscle-bound girl that looked like a dude, and all that. So, I just think I think she's done too much damage. Oh, there's very few that have done as much damage as she has done.
The thing with me is Triple H and Sean Waltman and X-Pac are really good friends. There's just no way Sean's gonna be like, dude, don't let her in. You know, like, look at the shit she's saying and saying about me that I raped her and stuff. I don't see it happening. And not anytime soon.
A lot has to happen for things to be having things buried, having a hatchet buried, so to speak. And she has done a lot. She has done a lot to run WWE.
It's not like if she just did. Yeah, if she just did the sex video and that was it, okay, I would see it. But with the things that she said and accused Triple H and Sean Waltman of doing, I mean, she even said Triple H hit her during their relationship. Yeah. And obviously I don't believe that's true. She was probably cracked out when she said it. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't know. She has to. I feel what would have to happen is, first of all, she has to go to rehab.
I would think she would have to pass away, and that's sad to say, but that's probably what it would take.
I feel there is always room for it, and I've seen stranger things happen. But you're right. There has been so much damage she has done with this company and some of the top people within this company that it would be extremely forgiving for everyone involved. And Stephanie really is one that has to co-sign on this too. Like, it's got to be fully okay with Steph, Triple H, and Vince. It has to be.
Yeah.
If not, it's not going to happen. So, do I think it could happen? I do. Do I think there's a long way away from it? Yeah. I don't think that this is something that's just going to come up in a week or two.
It's not happening this year.
No.
I mean, look how long it took Savage to get back in.
Oh yeah,
and that was just because of his family pretty much negotiating it after he passed away.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got a little bit. It started with actually his first figure that came out. They wanted to bring out a figure of his, and he signed a Legends deal, and he did like an actual video for WWE for the figure, I think it was, or maybe it was a video game. Maybe it was like Warrior, like with the video game. I don't know, but it did take a long time, and it took everyone to kind of check their ego at the door. And obviously, Chyna, she's basically laying down right now for them. So.
Oh, she's on her knees and begging.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we talk about on a weekly basis how much we hate TNA. So it's kind of odd that I'm going to bring up a TNA topic. But I wanted to ask you. It's looking like they are trying to sign Rey Mysterio. Do you think, first of all, he would go to TNA? And if so, what do you think they would even do with him in TNA at this point?
First off, I would say no, because he knows he won't get a paycheck. The paycheck probably wouldn't come, or it would bounce. So I would say no.
Okay.
What would they do with him? They'd probably do what they did with Jeff Hardy. Give him creative freedom to do whatever he wanted, pretty much. And that's pretty much what it would be.
Do you think he'd have the title within a month?
I wouldn't say a month, but I would say at least the first 6 months.
Okay.
I'd give him at least a half a year before he had it, yeah.
Yeah. I can't even understand the idea of Ray wanting to go to TNA.
I mean, Ray just needs to go to, like, Lucha Underground or something.
I think that's what he's planning on doing. I think that's the goal, is for him to get to Lucha Underground, especially with Alberto there, and a lot of good. I mean, that's where I feel his talent and that crowd would absolutely adore him is in Lucha. I was just reading though today that they actually haven't even confirmed a second season of Lucha Underground. So there's not even dates yet for people in Lucha Underground to even go by yet for more taping. So we'll see. I just thought it was kind of interesting that TNA is going to try to make a play for Ray Jr. I don't think it's going to happen, but stranger things have happened. All right, we're going to play a quick game before we get into our last topic of the day, and that's going to be who needs repackaged. So let me ask you, Eric, who needs repackaged in the WWE right now?
John Cena. He needs that heel turn, baby.
Who really needs repackaged?
I mean, that's a tough question, because I can name like 5 guys off the top of my head.
I don't know. For me,
really need it.
It's kind of interesting because I usually can name a lot of people that I feel need repackaged that are worthy of even getting repackaged again. But right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of people. There's one person that comes to mind for me, which probably won't be a surprise to you. But
yeah, my one, I think, is Cody Rhodes again.
Okay.
I think I just don't like the Stardust thing with him, and it's the perfect opportunity for him to come back with the serious gimmick. I mean, I could just name you a couple more off the top of my head.
Yeah, name a couple. I got a couple in mind too.
Sandow. You know what? A lot of these guys don't need repackaged. I mean, obviously Sandow does. It's more they just need the fucking opportunity.
Yeah.
Like Sandow, like Zack Ryder, like.
Well, I mean, they just repackaged Sandow as Macho Man now, so.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, an actual gimmick I give a fuck about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like someone like do you think a guy like Adam Rose or Fandango? Do you think guys like that, if repackaged with something else, they've tried, or they just
they've tried the Fandango thing, tried to make him.
But they haven't repackaged him.
No, that's the thing is, but I don't know what else he can do.
Yeah.
I think you could maybe give him something different, but it's just everyone's gonna think he's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, is what it really boils down to.
What about a Bo Dallas?
That's actually a guy I was going to bring up to you. Was he had his match at Elimination Chamber? You haven't heard from him since.
No, and the thing is, Bo's got charisma. He can go out there and have charisma.
I like his gimmick. He just needs the opportunity. That's it.
All right.
I really like the gimmick. It's kind of like the Bad News Barrett gimmick a little bit, and he's kind of has lost that. He don't do that anymore, which was dumb because that was really a popular gimmick, and people were behind it and liking it, and he was getting signed.
For me,
I mean, I really think the other one is Big E. He needs to like.
You said it, and I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, like Big E needs to be. Yeah, he needs to be back in his regular gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see him in this kind of role with New Day, and they're kind of bouncing off each other, and they're joking around, and it's showing how charismatic he really is. But for Big E to get back to where he can be, because he can be a dominant force in this company, I have no doubt about that. He's got charisma oozing out of him, but he needs some foundation on his own. And I don't know, like they're doing stuff with them with rematch for the tag titles coming up and everything like that. So now's not the exact right time. But I feel maybe if you're going to go ahead with Primetime Players as the champs, then you kind of fizzle out Big E being a part of this group, and you just have Xavier and Kofi with each other, and you actually take Big E serious again.
Yeah, but I think the winner is Cody.
Like, absolutely. Cody.
If we could talk to WWE right now and plan this out, like this is the perfect time to do it. His dad just died.
Monday,
obviously,
this Monday was perfect.
Yeah, he hasn't been on. He hasn't, been seen in probably a month now.
Yeah.
Or a couple weeks, or 3-4 weeks at least, and it's the time. Like the kid, he can talk on the mic. He can certainly wrestle. He really does have everything. I don't get why he was put down again and like given this gimmick. I mean, he's doing good with the gimmick, I guess, but it's just not. It's not him. He deserves so much better. Yeah. He can do so much better. Like he should be the guy fighting, like, for the U.S. titles, and like a Rusev versus Rhodes feud. That would be awesome to me.
Yeah,
something like that. Just anything. Like even like Rhodes versus Wyatt. That would be a good feud.
Oh, it would be an incredible feud. The only person I thought of, which just listening to what you're saying, I don't agree. It needs to get repackaged. Just needs to be taken serious. And we talked about him earlier. Is Cesaro, especially with the kid going down. I mean, this guy has been not necessarily repackaged, but he's just been put in a little bit different light or different view so many different kinds of times, and something always happens where he doesn't keep going.
Like Cesaro and Rusev would be an awesome feud.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what it's going to take for the higher-ups to see something in Cesaro. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's not like he's a really small, short guy. Like, he is maybe slimmer, but, I mean, he's beefed up. Like, and he's
I just think it's because
heel.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't pushed him or anything. Like, if they could push Vladimir Kozlov to the moon, they could push Antonio Cesaro to the moon too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I remember they shoved Kozlov down our throats when Triple H was on SmackDown. When it was Triple H versus Kozlov.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. So we're gonna get into now the very last topic, which is gonna be fun. I'm glad you brought this up this week. You said, hey, let's come up with a list of like our top 10 house guests we would want on the next season of Legends House, because we both loved Legends House. We both thought it was an awesome show. It's interesting that it was filmed like years ago, and because it took so long for the network to come out, it just showed up like, what was it, like a year ago now?
Well, yeah, it was one of the very first shows that debuted on there.
But I mean, we both loved it for the most part. So I've given you about an hour now, because the show's been about an hour. What do you got for me as far as a cast?
My favorite one, my favorite grouping I would make room together. I'm just gonna name the first person. I'm gonna see if you can guess the second one. How's that?
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
All right. If you put Hulk Hogan, see, I have Hulk Hogan too.
Mine are more of just I would love to see what would happen.
See, my thing is I have a group of 12 people, and a lot of these people kind of intertwine together. So if you're putting Hulk Hogan in there, my thought is you're either thinking Ric Flair, or for me, I have him rooming with Steve Austin.
No, neither of those are right.
Okay.
I want Hulk Hogan and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner.
I have Scott Steiner in this house, too. I put Scott Steiner on my list.
How awesome would it be to see Hogan and Steiner?
Oh, that would be great. Just
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. Oh God, I would love it.
How many people do you have on your list total?
I never wrote one. I just have it in my head.
Okay.
I think I could probably give you, I'd say 8, maybe 10.
Okay. Give me.
But I think another one that I would love to see.
Yeah.
Would be Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Yep, I have those two. Do I have those in the same room? Yep, I have those guys in the same room as well, which is pretty easy to do. I know that they've kind of buried that hatchet, but I
think people would like to see more of it, like actual.
Yeah,
like,
I'd like to see actual conversation, a candid conversation with those two, and not just like on a DVD or like in front of a crowd on.
Yeah. Okay, and then here's another one I got for you. Let's see if you can guess the second person.
Okay.
Ric Flair and?
For me, I put Ric Flair with Shane Douglas.
Yes, that is it. Ric Flair and Shane Douglas.
I would do that. He hates Ric Flair. He calls him Dick Flair. He hates Ric Flair, and I would love it. I would pay money. If I had to pay like $5 to watch an episode, maybe $5 is too much. But I would pay money to see Ric Flair and Shane Douglas together.
Yeah, like, could you imagine these two? Like, I could see them, like, being, like, from the movie Step Brothers, when they were in there sleeping in the same room, and they're, like, yelling at each other, like, when they're going to sleep. Like, fuck you, you dick, your mom's a whore. And I could just see these two just, like, saying this stupid shit. It would be great.
It would be awesome. And I was trying to come up with more ECW people. But I really didn't. I mean, the only person of ECW you could say I put on this list was Mick Foley.
Yeah, and the other, actually, I had another ECW one. I would room Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff.
Okay, see, I actually had Paul Heyman on this list and I took it off. But that would be really good because I was thinking that too, Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff. I think instead,
as you can see, we like controversy on the road break.
See, I was thinking this show could be like if anyone actually watches the challenge, they have
Legends House Rivals.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say because MTV has the challenge and this last season was the Rivals. That's what this would be Legends House Rivals. And it's funny because I have Ric Flair. Who doesn't get along with Ric Flair? Hulk Hogan doesn't get along with Ric Flair. Shane Douglas doesn't get along with Flair.
Half of these people
Hogan.
we just named.
Yeah.
Bischoff and Flair don't like each other.
No, Bischoff and Flair hate each other too. People that we haven't talked about that I also had in this house. I had Goldberg in there.
Yeah, you had Goldberg and Bret Hart, right?
I didn't have him rooming with Bret Hart. I had him rooming with Nash.
Okay.
I also
I
actually had Scott Steiner rooming with Mick Foley.
That'd be interesting.
Yes, that's all. It's not even really about rivals there because I think he would rival with other people, but I'd rather see like other people in someone else.
Mick Foley would be the he would be just the peacemaker kind of guy, I would think, and the guy would make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
I would love to see I just had it in my head. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. You've really seen them wrestling, and as a team, but you've never seen them outside of it.
Yeah, I also thought about that.
Obviously Shane Douglas isn't going to room with Ric Flair.
No. Oh my! Someone would die.
Yeah, and
he would murder him.
And Hogan and Steiner aren't going to room together.
No. I also put Matt Hardy and Edge.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I put them to be rooming together too.
Oh my God! Maybe they could just swap chicks every night.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are with different people now. And actually, Matt Hardy and Rebel Sky, I think, just had their baby today. But
they get another domestic dispute.
Yeah, probably. But and then he posted a picture with him having a gun.
Yeah.
But
fuck you, Matt Hardy. You're such a piece of shit.
I just think those two together, they'd be able to get stuff out of the way again. I mean, obviously they still have. How
about Jeff Hardy and CM Punk?
Yeah, that was also.
That would just be it.
Yeah.
That would be a clash of just two different people.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. There's just so many you can name.
There's a bunch of people that you could have put on this list. This was kind of like the.
You could do Triple H and CM Punk.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one.
Do you know?
If
I was gonna say, do you know who actually does not like Shawn Michaels at all?
Isn't it? No, not Undertaker.
It's someone. It's not even a main eventer.
Who
I
doesn't
love
like
this
it?
guy. I love the guy to death.
I don't. Just tell me.
Shane Helms.
Oh, he doesn't like Shawn
He
Michaels?
does not like Shawn Michaels at all. He goes on and blasts Shawn Michaels as much as he possibly can, just because in the backstage area he'd say that like Shawn was very hypocritical about his newfound religion and everything, and he just saw him as a big hypocrite and stuff like that. But I'm obviously not going to put in Shane Helms.
Now, if we were actually serious about this and actually like made up one for WWE, I could see Hogan being one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you wouldn't have all these huge names.
No,
you could pick one out of Flair, Hogan, Hart, Michaels.
I would say
you could have Austin. You could have one or two of those. Maybe.
I would think Hogan would be on there for sure. I don't think Flair would be on it. I would say Foley would definitely be one. And Shawn Michaels was on the very last episode, hanging out with the guys and fishing.
I could see him doing it too.
Yeah, I could see him doing it. And then you could have your little run-of-the-mill guys. Like, I could see maybe the Bushwhackers being on there since they just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, Shane Douglas would do this, but I think if Flair knew Shane Douglas was on the show, Flair would not do it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect Flair to do it.
No.
I could see, like, Tommy Dreamer being on there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, everybody pretty much likes Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. Nobody ever has anything bad to say about him.
I could see someone like DDP doing this.
Oh, yeah, DDP, Jake Roberts.
Yep.
I mean, I'm trying to think of just like some lower guys.
Yeah. For some reason, X-Pac... Actually, I was going to put X-Pac and Chyna in this house.
Are they just going to make another one with... what's DDP going to be filming like he was filming Sarah?
Yeah, so I don't know. For some reason, I wanted X-Pac on the show, so I was thinking X-Pac and
he would probably do it. He could probably do it because Triple H is friends.
The Outlaws would do it too.
Oh yeah, they would be great.
Like you could just have the Click house.
Oh yeah, you could definitely put the Outlaws on there, and that would actually be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Them interact. I'm trying to think of like some other guys. I know he wouldn't do it since he left, but Earl Hebner on there with all these guys would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be interesting. It'd probably have the same kind of effect as.
You could have Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Hebner all in the same room.
Oh my gosh, how great would that be?
I could see Jericho being on this.
Yeah, I thought of Jericho as well for this list. The thing with Jericho is he kind of feuds with some people, and he has like a strong opinion about some people, but he's kind of also so just like brush it off his shoulder kind of guy that it's like it's nothing that I think he would really. There would really be a moment of really hard drama.
Okay, and actually, we've mentioned him, but I think my favorite person that I would be to see on here and do the activities, like, and even see him like drinking and just telling stories would be Stone Cold. I think that would probably be my favorite.
Oh yeah, see, to me, I like there's always that thing of like who was really better, Austin and Stone Cold, or Austin and Hogan. So that's why I kind of put them together. I thought it would be kind of cool to have those two together, especially because, I mean, really what I just want is I want Hulk Hogan in a house full of people that were kind of...
hate him.
That just want to, like, sit him down and be like, look, we don't actually really like you.
Well, we named about half of them already.
It's a laundry list of people that would do that.
Who's somebody you really just, like, would just like to see just be totally annoyed?
Oh...
Like, who do you think would, like, really just be annoyed and just snap? Probably, like...
I thought it was Piper. Like, Piper, like, if Piper was there, oh my gosh.
Piper was cool.
Yeah.
Like, besides that one episode where he, like, did meth or something and just, like, went off the fucking rocker.
Do you know who it would have been? Would have been Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior would have been interesting.
Warrior would have been great to see on this show.
Oh, could you imagine, like, Warrior and Tony Atlas just driving him up a fucking wall?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I mean, you could definitely, like, if you had to legit make one, like I was saying, you had Hogan on here, Foley, and Stone Cold. We'll say those are our three big ones.
Those are your three big ones,
Stone
and the rest are
Cold.
mid-carders.
Yeah, you could throw, like I said, the Bushwhackers in there. You could throw, maybe Lex Luger in there.
Rikishi maybe in there.
Rikishi, that's another good one.
I was actually thinking of Luger. You could, I don't know if I mean, I think adding in Sting would be too much of a high power with all those people already.
Yeah. You could probably do. I'm trying to think of who else was like. Trying to think of like maybe some legends. Vader would be cool.
Vader would be a good one. Yeah, Vader. That's a real legit one. I really think Vader would actually do it.
DDP and Jake Roberts would definitely, I think, be two people that would do that.
Yeah.
Gosh, trying to think of who, like Dreamer, we said Foley.
I think Raven would do it.
How about, like I said earlier, New Jack and Nick Gage? That would be a great one.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
They'd be blasting rap music at like 2 a.m.
Like, imagine them going to people's homes, giving them cookies.
Like, I could see them both wearing the bandanas over the scar over their face in that nice neighborhood that the Legends house is in, and just like going, like, remember those ones where the parts where they had to like go and like invite the neighbors over for the party? Like, could you imagine Nick Gage and New Jack with like bandanas over their face, like, yo motherfuckers, I'm Nick Gage, I'm the fucking man. You guys want to come to our fucking house, man? We're gonna throw a death match, my place, man. Let's go.
Oh, you'd be telling them I'm a convict. I've been doing hard times in jail. Like, we're just right over there.
This motherfucker tried to shank me in jail, and I turned around and jacked him right in the fucking jaw, man.
It's a true story, man.
Yeah, 'cause I'm Nick fucking Gage. I'm the fucking man.
Definitely never had as many F-bombs as we have right now.
Nick Gage, I love Nick Gage. That guy's awesome. If anybody needs to pick him up at the Hartford airport this weekend, he's looking for a ride.
If anyone is daring enough to drive someone that's in jail, then go ahead. Oh my gosh, if you could muster being in a car with him the whole time, like, you'd be so nervous.
Oh my god,
you could just be shanked.
I would do it. If he was at Hopkins and needed a ride to the AIW show in July, I would do it.
Oh, if you do, then you need to videotape it.
Oh, I would GoPro on my head.
A GoPro.
I'd be like, so Nick, tell me some jail stories. Man, this motherfucker tried to shank me. He tried to kill me, man. I fucking punch him the fuck out, man. God, I could write promos for this guy all day.
You could write promos for him. They're actually pretty good. All right, guys. I think that's gonna end the show this week. It's been a fun show. I enjoyed it.
We'll do Legends House Season 3 next week.
Yeah, Legends House Season 3 next week. No, honestly, if you are listening and you have some ideas of some people you'd love to actually have in a Legends House or a rivalry, let us know. Also, retweet us so we can get this free giveaway of the Daniel Bryan's DVD underway. Follow us at the Rape. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say follow us at the Rape Break.
Easy there, Chyna.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you have Chyna and X-Pac on my mind right now. Follow us at the Rope Break on Twitter and at Podbean.
Guys, follow us at the Rape Break.
Hashtag the Rape Break.
Oh, we're gonna get that trending tonight.
Yep. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Things are exactly what they seem. I will define the things you dream. Go check the scores again. I come out of perfect ten. They broke the mold when they made me. Bring it on! hold you